Well, I've got a really big family, and my dad lives out in New Mexico, and I was talking to him one day, and he asked when the next time I was going to be able to come out and visit him was, and it's like, Dad, I'm so broke right now, I'm not going to be able to get out there for a while, and he was like, oh, well, you should just ride your bike, joking around, and so we laughed about it, but then when I got off the phone, I was like, that'd be funny, what if I rode my bike? And so I had that vision in my head of like showing up to his house, like just completely glistening with sweat, like a golden tan, and like having trekked all the way from Tallahassee. And it stuck with me, and I did some research and found out it was, it was actually feasible. I could do it.
I wasn't shocked. The last time he had talked about a bike ride, it was from here to Gainesville. So I thought this was a little bit longer of a switch since he hadn't even gotten around to Gainesville.
There's an organization called Bike the US for MS, and we raise money for multiple sclerosis. I started in Portland, Oregon on the 28th of May and ended on the 25th in Tallahassee. It was from Portland to here, it's about 5,000 miles, the route that I took. I actually got bursitis in my left knee the first week I was out there, and it swole up. I couldn't bend my knee. It was extremely painful. I was in the middle of like farm fields. There's nothing like for miles and miles, and my first thoughts were like, I'm done doing this. This isn't how I want to spend my summer. But as soon as you fight through it and realize, wait, no, I need to refocus. I need to gain my perspective back. That's when everything starts turning out again. Oh man, so this is my first long distance bike trip, and I didn't really know what to expect, so I pretty much brought everything that I thought I would need. There's not really a whole lot of glory to it. You wake up like the crack of dawn, pack up your tent and get on your bike, and as soon as you're on the road, you stay on the road unless you're stopping to grab something to eat, or every once in a while I would see like a sweet trail for hiking, and I wore my boots specifically so I could get off and go hike if there was something to see.
He met a lot of different people in Kansas. I think that's probably my favorite place in the world right now, because they all put him up for the night. I think he had 4 or 5 times that people put him up for the night in Kansas so he didn't have to stay in his tent.
You meet anyone and everyone, and everyone that sees you understands just by all the bags and everything that you're carrying that you're doing something that's pretty long distance and long term, and so they have questions. This is crazy. There was an Asian guy that was running 35 miles every single day from Virginia to San Francisco, and I passed by him and I was riding a bike.
He did have a lot of solitude, and he was alone a lot, but he was thinking about everybody the whole time, and he let them know how important they were to him. He started writing letters, and he started out with writing, I think 60 letters was his goal, and he actually ended up writing 160 letters while he was gone.
I've actually been like talking to anybody and everybody that'll listen and tell them like, you need to get out there, you need to try and experience, and it doesn't even necessarily need to be a bike trip per se, but something where you get to really spend time thinking about who you are, what you're here for, how you impact other people's lives, and how what really brings you joy and happiness. The perfect incentive for me was able to surprise my family members. It was something where I was raising money, raising awareness for people that needed it. I was still able to grow for myself, but more importantly, trying to think about doing things for other people, I feel like gives you a stronger sense of purpose.